The thing that's been bubbling away and is now certainly very live is kind of environmental issues. And I think that's really interesting because I think we're about to enter a kind of, a perfect positive storm. So, the UK government's first sort of outing as a newly independent nation will be this year, where it's chairing the G7 and hosting COP26. And, we have some of the toughest, environmental targets in the world now. And that seems to be a feature of this government, as much as we can see what they really want to achieve. So definitely, they'll be looking to be more environmentally forward thinking. I think deposit return schemes, there's some quite interesting competition going on between different parts of the UK. The Scottish proposals for a deposit return scheme seem to us to be unduly hasty. They include glass where the case isn't there for it. And I think if it went ahead as they're currently proposing, and in theory would come into force in 18 months' time, but in practice it's after the next set of Holyrood elections. So I think that timetable will and should slip. We're not against deposit return schemes per se, but the way they're approaching it at the moment would, I think, be detrimental. Certainly from a glass point of view, you'll get a worse outcome. Environmental outcomes will be worse, not better, as a result of that proposed Scottish DRS scheme. The UK, the rest of the UK, England and Wales, are thinking about something different, and different again in Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. I think we have some quite interesting ideas, and we've been talking to some of our members and other organisations about how to do deposit return schemes differently, and it in particular involves around using existing infrastructure, which is the thing the Scottish government's ignored completely. So curbside recycling could be significantly improved as part of a DRS scheme if you embrace technology properly. So QR codes on bottles that allow consumers to recycle from home, so that they don't have to load up and go to a supermarket car park to use a very expensive reverse vending machine, which probably is available at the supermarket and isn't available out of town or at kind of convenience stores. It's just not practical, and undermines the sort of, certainly on the transport side, you can see how it undermines environmental outcomes completely. So if you're going to do DRS, think it through, do it in a different way to the way the Scottish government are proposing. Particularly for glass, which is where our expertise in the industry lies. So I think that's going to be vital.